Hi guys, it's Rob at Optimal Bodies again. We're revisiting another video because I always think new research comes out and people should still be reading and trying to improve their existing knowledge to be able to add and improve or even say contradicting things that you might have said before. Today's not too much of a change, but I always like to upgrade and keep everyone up to date with the existing research or improve on my previous videos if I've learned more. So today's on about eating carbohydrates at night, which I still highly recommend. And if you're doing that, you're going to get a lot better results than the people eating them all day, regardless of your goal. But this is where it becomes more specific to the individual and the population. So, if you're training, you're trying to build muscle, you're doing a bit of sprinting, CrossFit, anything that's depleting your carbs. So this is like high energy, out of breath, power output. That's when your carbs are used. Simple. Any other times of the day, you're burning fat. Fat just is a really steady, slow burning furnace that works all the time. Carbs are that explosive, and rocket fuels, that reserve fuel. That's why you've got a limited amount. Keep a bit in your muscle and your liver. So these people that are depleting, say your carb stores are full, you train, gradually deplete them, and then you wait, you have your workout, gets to the night time, you can put the carbs back up without spilling over. So these people that train a lot, athletic people, need carbohydrates. They can use them to put on muscle, to improve performance, so you get more weight, more sprinting time, that sort of thing. Keep eating your carbs at night. People that shouldn't eat as many carbs through the week or at all are people that are really low energy output people that are quite sedentary and don't move a lot. So the most amount of work you might do is typing on your keyboard, opening a newspaper, lifting a drink to your mouth, food to your mouth. That is not going to burn through your carb stores. So you shouldn't be eating carbs at night if you're not doing a lot of strenuous activity, because say your carb stores are full in your muscles and your liver, and you might deplete them. You're going to deplete them slightly because you're always using a little bit. Your liver's always pumping out small amounts of glucose, which is your carbs, for your brain to run. Your brain needs a fuel source. So, but they're only about 4 grams at any point in your bloodstream, just to keep your brain functioning optimally. So this is only going to deplete slightly if you're not doing exercise as well. So if you eat carbs, you're more chance of spilling over. So you get to your threshold, muscles, liver can only hold a certain amount, that's your baseline. If you spill over, the next available deposit site is fat tissue, which I've spoken of before. If you go back to my other videos, you'll see. So if you're not depleting them, makes sense, you don't need to put them back up. Because if you do, muscles can only hold a certain amount, liver can only hold a certain amount. The next place is fat stores, which unfortunately has an infinite capacity. As you're seeing, people get fatter and fatter and fatter, and it just doesn't stop. Body tries to fight against it, but we somehow manage to keep getting fatter. So my advice for these people is, if you're still feeling good, you're doing your everyday activities, you're not feeling lethargic, you're not, your muscles aren't feeling flat and depleted, tired, you don't need any carbs. Once a week, I always recommend at least a nice big carb feeding, which I spoke of before. That can really help fat burn if that's your goal. Otherwise, yep, save it at least once a week. If you are doing a bit of exercise, say 1 or 2, you only manage to get in once, twice a week most in the gym, just have your carbs on these days. So you've worked out, you'll have depleted a little bit, then have a small serving of carbs at night, whatever you like to. It's only twice a week, so it won't matter as much. Just go for whatever you prefer. But people training 4, 5, 6, up to 7 days a week, carbs every night, you're not going to put on body fat. You're going to have a great energy source for a great PB work, a personal best setting workout each time, which you should be aiming for. So that's my tip, just a little tweak on my last video. Any other questions about this topic? If you think, which category do you fall in? Do you have carbs? Do you have carbs once a week? Do you have them every night? Give me a message or post in the comments below and I'll find out a bit more information. So, but as a rule of thumb, if you're training more than 3 times a week, eat carbs at night, each night. Be really honest, if you're not lifting weights, if you're not doing any sprinting or anything like that, you've got really low strenuous, you might not have time. Carbs once a week. Okay, thanks a lot guys, and it'll keep you lean. Cheers for listening, bye.